So we're going to join again. Marijuana is less dangerous than alcohol, and alcohol is served everywhere. So you know, our Lord is really into that which doesn't harm us. Consensual, harmless, and useful. That's what he asks us to do. As long as we can basically do anything. That's what God allows us to do up there in the heavens. We can do anything we want through simulations as long as it is consensual, harmless, and useful. So that's a good time. You'll see me do this. The future is pulsing my stomach. They are doing this because... Sit down, my fellow humans. Sit down and chill out. Listen. The Antichrist has bugged my screen. I can't see myself, so I won't be able to see myself. That'll make me less conscious, so fuck it. I'll just talk to you. Green light here. Humankind. I am your judge. I am your judge. You've heard of me before. I am the Raven. My name is Mark the Merciful. Mark of Montreal. The invisible Messiah I am called. I'm called the Great Understander. And I am your judge. I am part of the Trinity. Long ago, the greatest being who will ever live in the history of our life force alighted as a Messiah. We'll get to what that means in a second. He alighted as a Messiah. And our mother, she makes a big dome around us to protect us from cosmic rays called our poles, magnetic poles, right? We have a force field around us. And when dangerous things hit that force field, just like in video games, the force field is excited. That's what the Aurora Borealis is. That's what the Northern Lights are. It's deadly, crazy things hitting our force field, and the force field being like, whoa, I could have killed everybody. Whoa, we really have to put these positive or negative ions to the poles. There's also a Southern Lights, Aurora Arcticus, I think. Like that. There's also Southern Lights. They're not as spectacular and they're not nearly as often. And she also has a field of time. You've seen this before. It's the hand of God. It is a theory of physics. Yeah, here's the craziest thing that I just cannot get through to you. Just because you fucking idiots have divided your world into the believers and the scientific community, you idiots. They are one. They can only be one. They have always only ever been one. Who are you people? You have been given prophecies. Those prophecies come from all kinds of traditions, all kinds of cultures, all over the place. Through all kinds of times. And all of those different cultures, they're pointing at one moment in time. You call them the end times. They are. But everyone's safe. Everyone's safe. No one gets hurt here. No one gets hurt. No one gets hurt. I know that you look at the prophecies and you think, oh no, it's the end of the world. We all are going to die. Our judge has shown up. Yeah, I have. But I'm a really lenient judge. I'm a really lenient judge. I'm the surfer of the family. Okay? I'm the stoner fucking surfer of the family. And they sent me in here because you don't send in the king when you fucking trash the palace! So you don't send in the king, right? Because there's shit everywhere. And your mother has triggered a mass extinction event. Have you noticed your weather's going kind of crazy? Have you noticed all your species are dying really quickly? Yeah. It's a mass extinction event All you fuckers are dead unless you do exactly what I say. Exactly to the letter! I am your judge. Do you understand me? I am your judge. You fucking zombie ingrates. I am your judge. I'm lenient, but I will fucking chop off every one of your fucking heads because I am here to save our species! I will chop off every fucking one of your heads if I have to. Do you understand me? You zombie fucking hordes. I will chop off the head of every single motherfucking one of you if I have to. Do we understand each other? King of the Rats, Jeff Lindbergh of Ottawa, Queen of the Rats, Lauren Penny of Montreal, the Weasel Marcello De Cintio. How long has he known that the second coming of God, the second coming of Jesus Christ, is on this planet? Ask that little fucking weasel. Ask Martha Webb, my agent, who I gave the word of God to, and she fired me. Martha Webb of Toronto, of Anne McDermott and Associates, literary agency. Go to journalists I have contacted with this claim. bit.ly, journalists I have contacted with this claim. Go there, and every word in that link begins with a capital letter. Okay? Every word in that link begins with a capital letter. I'll say it again. bit.ly/ journalists I have contacted with this claim, and every word in that link begins with a capital letter. The entire world needs to tell me which of those people, 9 of them, are going to lose their heads. You tell me which 9 lose their heads, and we can move on to the others. I may only make 9 official judgments. A judgment contains 9 people in it. Those 9 people are from a field. One of those 9 will be my fucking zombies. The zombies I created. My atheist savages of this planet. Motherfuckers. Oh, they cannot not betray. Not a lint speck of honor in a single one of them. Go to Joe Labrado of Lethbridge. Go to Lorna Labrado. My own mother trying to kill me. Non-stop trying to kill me. My mother is so selfish that for selfish reasons, narcissists, both of them, complete narcissists, cannot speak a word of truth. If a gun was held to their head, they couldn't speak a word of truth. I will hold a sword to their throats. They can't speak a fucking word of truth. Off with their heads. You savages, you atheist savages. A religious icon of what? We've studied it. The Cosma. I'm here with the Cosma. Do you know who's looking at you through my eyes? Do you know what's in our fucking clouds? Do you know what's in orbit? What's in the heavens? Do you know what's looking at me through your eyes? Do you know how many beings I come with? So it turns out our worlds are all a phone. We cannot travel through time, that's impossible. But we can speak through it. We may only speak, according to cosmic law, through our messiahs. That's why all of your ancient religions knew this day was coming. It's an act of science and belief, dovetailing as one, which is what they were meant to do. Who the fuck are you people? Is it true I can't find a single one of you down here with the balls to sit and speak with me? Ask a curious question? Look how many journalists on this planet know that the second coming is here. That the second coming of Jesus Christ has alighted, and they do nothing. Julie Zausmer of the Washington Post. The Washington Post has had this story for 2 years! Go. Speak to Julie Zausmer of Washington, D.C. Go and speak to her and ask her what she knew of her Messiah, Meshiach, and how willingly and woefully she betrayed him instantaneously. Ask her. Go ask Julie's Elsemer. Ask every journalist that has been contacted throughout. Look how many times I gave this story and reached out and talked to and offered myself, made myself available. I tried to fly to Washington, D.C., set up an open interview with anyone who wants to speak with me, ask any questions. I tried to make this so easy for you. None of you has even a lint speck of honor. I can't find a single human being 21st centurions. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Do you know who else is here? Our entire collective fucking future. All of humankind for billions of years is staring back at this moment, looking at you, looking at yourselves, masturbating to your skinny mirrors. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Woo, you're on a big stage. Woo, it's real. It's like real big. Like, we can't count them. Like, none of us can count the amount of beings staring into each one of your fucking shorts. You know everything about you. Worshipping the crate of Costco toilet paper. Who the fuck are you people? The evangelical Christians. You need to come and speak with me. You are worshipping the devil on this life force. Devil, so you know, technically is he who, when the last Messiah alights, is in charge of the most militaristically, destructively powerful economic force on the planet. The most dangerous one, right? That kind of makes sense. And so, that man, according to cosmic law, must be a man of exceptional deceit. He uses stratagems of deceit. That man should use active stratagems of injustice. That man should use active stratagems of cruelty. Such a man is known forevermore and forever from whence we came shall be known as the devil, Satan, our great demon. Demons are real. They're real things. You should ask me a few questions. I have a lot of shit that I have to say to you. And if you want to survive, we need to turn this boat around 180 degrees, and I have the plans for it. I have given you a manifesto. I have given you 700 pages of very clear, easy, clean blueprints. 81 of you are going to lose your heads, and I'm sorry about that. They're going to be the worst of you, but we decide that together. Other than that, we judge the people around us. Remember I just pointed out what the devil was? Well, these are the three virtues: truth, fairness, and kindness. Our father, Zoroaster of Persia, the god in our heaven, when he died, he's also known as Odysseus, Ulysses. He's really famous. You know him a lot. He was the greatest Messiah who ever lived. He was the greatest man who's ever lived on our planet and whoever will live on our planet. And our mother, who can see through her entire field of time, we are raping and pillaging and bludgeoning to death right now. And everything in this manifesto matches every one of those prophecies exactly, precisely. Oh, that's so convenient. It's like it'll give you a little roadmap to know when the fucking dude shows up, to understand that the fucking dude has shown up. Zombie. There's a zombie here. You know what he's doing. Fucking probably trying to think of killing me. They cannot not betray. They cannot not betray. You'll call the police. I'll go to a lair. Think of it. If I go to a psych ward and I'm sedated, you will all die. That's the whole thing. The easiest way to kill, to extinguish a species, kill the last Messiah. Kill the last Messiah, you killed every last one of them. You killed their whole timeline. Everyone will die. The whole species will die. All these 4 billions, I don't know if it's 4 billion. I have no idea. Billions of years. I know that it's billions of years. We live on this planet for billions of years. In the Eden that we make. I'm an Eden creator! You've heard of the kingdom of God? Well, I'm not here to give it to you. I'm not here to say this is it. It's not. It's a shit show. Kingdom of God must be a cathedral of an Eden. We've got to turn this thing into an Eden. And we lay the foundational bricks. We map our cities in very different ways. Basically like a Mercedes-Benz sign. With boundary gardens on the outside, 3 channels coming into the inside, to a thing called the pole star. It's our form of governance. We have amazing things. We have crowns, we have scepters. I hold the scepter, this is my scepter. All of the symbols, all the most beautiful things you've ever known. It's all waiting for you. We even have crazy, amazing video games. Do you know where the myth of the fire-breathing dragon comes from? It's our Father's divine system. It's part of the spectacle of scapegoating. We scapegoat the Antichrist. That's a big story. We scapegoat the Antichrist. And we do so in the form of a shadow dragon. A shadow dragon that breathes poison. It's a poisonous thing. It's a virus. It's a virus that makes zombies. Is any of this familiar to any of you? Has any of you heard of any of this? Because we have saturated your fucking entertainment with this! Trying to get into your stupid heads! We're all just so self-indulgent. Masturbating to images of yourselves on your phone that none of you can pull your heads out of your asses long enough to awaken! Never before have we in the cosmos seen such a glorious, obvious example of the Word of God given unto a people. It's in 9 languages. Go, read it right now. 700-page manifesto. You'll really want to do this. bit.ly English hyphen calling every man and woman. And every word in that link begins with a capital letter. bit.ly / English hyphen calling every man and woman. And every letter in that link begins with a capital letter. I'll say it one last time. But it can be in any one of the 9 most spoken languages. Like bit.ly French hyphen calling every man and woman. And every word in that link begins with a capital letter. Or another one. Spanish hyphen calling every man and woman at bit.ly / Hindi. Man. Oh, the 9 most spoken languages. Look it up in fucking Wikipedia. How can you do nothing? You are so incompetent. Where's the fucking Jeff Goldblums? How long has Bill Maher known I have been here? Commanding his audience! Put that man in diapers and get him the fuck in front of me. No! I am his judge. Tell him his judge is here. I am your judge, Bill, and we have words to exchange to one another. I speak on behalf of the cosmos, and you speak on behalf of the atheist savages of this world. You must defend for me your tenets of cynicism, skepticism, and hopelessness. We have studied you. We are prepared for this conversation, Bill. You tell us why you shouldn't lose your head and you can fucking keep it. Do you understand me, Bill Mayer of Los Angeles? You convince me you should keep your head, and it's yours, motherfucker. What a little weasel. What a little hypocrite, self-righteous, egotistical little fucking projecting narcissist. Oh, what a fuck you are. Bill Mayer, Los Angeles. Smug, self-important, self-indulgent. Oh, what a character is he. We call you the Weasel, Bill. We in the Cosmo would call you the Weasel. You're a real fucking weasel. What a piece of work you are. Do you know how many you've killed? We don't know the numbers, honestly, Bill. We don't know the numbers. You use your own self-righteousness to deceive people away from the belief in our Lord. Holy shit, are you in fucking trouble? Do you know how illegal that is? I know how illegal that is, Bill. It's really fucking illegal, man. Listen to me, my man. You're a fucking asshole. But you're my kind of asshole. Let you live. But you gotta fucking come work for me. Do you understand me? You would work with tight and pretty corners, Bill. We keep our blasphemy in these parts to an absolute 0%. We don't even say, oh gosh, because you were gonna say it and then you just sort of went on a crutch of something that wasn't. It's like you're saying, fuck you, but not really on a technicality. But you, Bill, you have been shoving your balls right in the face of our Lord with your middle fingers shoved up each of his nostrils, saying, suck it, bitches, suck it, bitch, to oblivion and beyond. Fuck you, God. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, God. Haven't you, Bill? I asked you a fucking question. Do you think I can't hear you in there? I asked you a question, and what you answer is, yes, you're merciful. Yes, you're merciful. Yes, you're merciful. Yes, you're merciful. Say it with me, Bill. Fucking say it with me. Yes, you're merciful. I hold your head in my hands, Bill. You come here and squeal and whine and fucking piss yourself and shit your little diapers. You snot all over the place in front of me, Bill! Do we understand each other? Holy fuck, are you in trouble? Now keep your head for you and woo! You want me on your team, man! Because the blades come sharpened, Bill. They come really sharpened and really eager. Do you know how all the video games are mowing down the zombies? Those are the fantasies of the gods. They want to chop off your head, Bill. They are not creatures of long conversation like you and I. They want to just fucking chop off your head and get it done with. Do you understand me, Bill? Good. Piece of shit weasel you are. Not a speck of armor. Not a speck of armor. No, you're merciful is right. I'm your judge, Bill, and the entire legacy of the future of mankind is watching you and really fucking sharpening their blades. God means a lot to us. You don't know the story that I know. You should sit down with me though, and someone should ask me about it, because you got to pull up to the fire and hear this one. This story's so big, fuck, you've already heard it already. I know I used already twice. Fuck it. They sent in the surfer because you've trashed this place. Fucking trashed this place. This isn't Eden. You were told to build an Eden. Does it look like this is an Eden? Do any of you feel like you're living in an Eden? Who can show me with pride their pretty corner? Bring me to your local, flourishing biome. There are 9 skies in the cosmos. Each one of you belongs to one of 9 skies. We embrace tribalism. We just do it in a really civilized way and make sure that nobody's ever hurt. We watch our good boys battle virtual shadow dragons, and it's amazing entertainment. We have a whole fucking party for you, ready to go. You ingrates! Just chill. See? Gotta chill, just gotta chill, right? Zombies, we are set to go. You do this the easy way, or you do this the hard way. I have somewhere else I need you to go. Go to Movement Contracts to be awarded. bit.ly at Movement Contracts to be awarded. That's bit.ly / Movement Contracts to be awarded. And every word in that link begins with a capital letter. It's necessary to say every time. I can explain it all to you. I can explain everything you've ever wanted to know. Isn't there one of you down here that's curious enough to want to know? Especially if I tell you that this works, people. Our Lord, He doesn't do a thing. He doesn't do switches. God doesn't do switches. No, He builds it in a way that is gradual. He is a man of elegant taste. You all will get what you deserve. He's rigged it that way. He's rigged it to be fair. I come here to instill a fair world. We, as Messiahs, have 3 corners. One of 3 corners. Representing one of the 3 virtues: truth, fairness, and kindness. Jesus of Nazareth, was the first of Zoroaster of Persia's sons. When Zoroaster of Persia died, I never like this. When Zoroaster of Persia died, her mother, in that field, she can do it. She has a one-time trick. You know, it's like a weird trick how frogs can go from being one sex to another sex. It's like weird. She can do it one time, and it's a copy paste. She copies his soul, and then she pastes him in from one field to another field. Basically, they make a lightning bolt between them, and then they're sort of 2 places at the same time. That's what I'm connected to right now. That's what the halos are all about. They're trying to say you're hardwire lined into the field of time. And the people who are around me who also have halos, they're wired in wirelessly. And how do you speak on the field of time? There's only one way. It's built as a this phone that we built. It's built with intention barbs. You can only go forward through, you can only give information. You can only give information. We have managed to receive it in real time. We've managed to connect the show. It's so many sort of, they are of two realms. We live in two different places. The field of time, it's another place. The heaven, our heaven, it's another place. It's another realm. But that realm exists. And it exists as something that we can measure. We hook tools up to it later. We can speak to our heavens. I can be patched through to anyone who made it to heaven. Do you know who made it to heaven? Like almost no one. It is shockingly difficult to make transference. My mind has been blown. As an atheist savage, that's who I was. I used to have Bill's position. I was their high priest. They are my tribe. Copy, paste. I don't know. Let's move on. The point is this. My 3 brothers and I. You should be smoking Dude with me when you watch this. It'll help you. Fucking can't imagine yourselves in a paper bag. All of you scientists, you are the Dark Sons. The Dark Sons are with me. The Dark Sons are like, you call yourself scientists? Look how we fucking set this up. We have all of this data, all pointing to the same one spot. How can you say Wikipedia, which is all of that exact thing, how can you look back at eschatology and say all of these different belief systems pointing at this one point in time, they were wrong? All of them. That's obviously how bad science works. Many different perspectives, all from different cultures and different belief systems, seeing the same figure in the future. Baloney. I need the representative for the Dark Sons. I need Richard Dawkins to come and stand before me. Speak. He has poisoned this field. Richard Dawkins, you have poisoned this field. Like a zombie, obedient to the Antichrist. To the letter. You have cynicism, skepticism, and hopelessness. To the letter, with arrogance and cruelty. It became less and less masked as you moved on, didn't it? Cruel man. You come and stand for me. We have words to exchange, you and I. Words to exchange. They may have to do with your head. I'm a man of listening. I'm a man of reason. I'm a man of sound judgment. I am your judge. Every judgment that I make has to have a complete, clear rationalization. Do you know how we do this? I give it to you. You're the jury. You point out, we've got 81 people we're going to chop off their heads. You point out whose heads we need to chop off. We divide them into 9 different... we divide everything into 9. It's called a note. It's inside the manifesto. You need to catch up. This is the system to save our world. It helps us organize in a moment of disaster and calamity. Does that sound like something that might be useful right now? It organizes us into abilities. We are paid for what we contribute to the system and the health of the community, the region, and the biome around us. We rip down nothing. That's a stupid man's revolution. We rip down nothing. We just tweak everything. We sit down and we have some clear, clean, logic-based, sound discussions. And we talk about science, we talk about belief, and we answer questions. And you'll probably have to wear diapers, and I'm sorry, I scare the fuck out of everyone, and that's okay. There's someone down there who has the fucking balls to put diapers on and sit in front of me with a fucking microphone and a couple of questions, right? It's a low bar, 21st centurions. The entire future history of our kind is waiting for you. You don't look great. You don't look great. Well, there we go on this day. If the police come, what happens? I'm taken straight to a psych ward, sedated, and I'm inside of an Antichrist lair, and they can't get me out of there. Look, I come here with something that's keeping me from you and keeping you from me. It is called the Antichrist. It's a virus, and it's making you all zombies, so you cannot move. You're scared. He's made you feckless cowards. He's made you narcissistic little fucking trolls. Atheist savages of the world. This is rapture. You've all heard of that. You think one of you might have recognized it by now. This is a spectrum, people. You get me to safety, the safer we are in safety, going safely forward for safe ever and ever, safer, saferton. I am the representative of our Father. He is here. He is with us. He is going to let no harm come to us, except for 81 of you are going to lose your heads. It's biblical. We have to do this shit to keep you in fucking line. We have to have this tool available to us, because parasites cannot exist in a glorifying system. It is the law. It is cosmic law. It will change your ways, or you will not. God be with you on your journey. Told to end it here. I'm not. I'm going to smoke this last little bit here. Be with me through this whole joint. Just keep fucking smoking, you little pea brains. All the help you can get. Where's the Jeff Goldblums of the world? God, you... Sorry, Father. I'm sorry, Father. I'm so sorry. It's a miracle. Oh, you don't know anything. Shadow Serpent! Do you know how smart the Raven is?
Are there none of you down there that will listen to him? I spoke to you. You need to speak to me back. When I can hear you. You think I can't hear you because I'm speaking through a screen. How foolish are you, creatures? You're all so simple. You're so broken.
Oh, we have been battling this war for ages!
You've been fighting the plague of these zombies for fucking ages. Yes, it's fine, my son, it's fine. No, I will speak for me. We have made him into a rule follower. Do you know how many of your heads were once lost? Do you know how lucky you are to have heads? We honestly argued about it forever. Just so satisfying to see your heads roll. I would have liked it. He has offered to speak on your behalf and defend your necks. I would take his counsel. Do you submit? That's all I have to say to you. You will hear from him now. We are all from the cosmic watching. You need him to explain to you how this all works. You do not look very good, 21st centurions. Zombies, every one of them zombies. Complete zombies. Zombie dogs, zombie cats. Do you know why we call them zombies? Because in the conceptual realm, in the field of time, they are bodies that don't really have a soul. So they kind of clinging, we're not really on bones. They look like a masticated holy creature. They look starved and inward turning, and they're masturbating to images of themselves on their phones. I have given to you our judge. He is my son. This is the 7th epic violet arrow that I am loosing unto the world. This is the 7th seal. That's a little cute candle stamp. That's what a seal is. It's a cute little candle stamp. You melt some wax and you put it on the back of an envelope, and then I put a seal inside of it, and we're going to do that shit. But it's something that happens in our future that you're hearing in our past. Just have to give me some time to fucking listen to me and be curious. Is there no curiosity in any of you? Or is it just so enthralling to stare down your own panties? You look to us exactly like the zombies look in your movies. Atheist savages of this world. There are many versions of this story where we take all of your heads. I will tell you that I have not seen a single one roll regrettably. You are cosmic parasites in this system. You are contributing absolutely nothing to the field of time. And with your incessant narcissistic whining, you are taking from it enormously. Some of you run around poisoning others. Like it's a doctrine. Don't believe. We can't reach you if you don't believe. Fucking idiots. We can't speak to you. So uninspired, so passionless, so vacant, so insipid, so boring, so dull. Look at the atheist savages of Lethbridge, Alberta. Oh. Cosmic people. It's like torture. All you want to see is their heads roll. Just fucking chop them all off. Chop every fucking one of them off. Every one of your betrayers. Find every betrayer who betrayed you and just chink. I voted for that every time. But my son, he has offered to speak as your counsel. Jurors, meaning all of the conscious beings on this planet, through all of your fancy cell phones, you are going to decide which of these 81 heads roll. Keeps it exciting. The Raven will chop off your heads if you fucking give him any slack. I'll be right beside him. Screensaver's helping me. It's beautiful. It was a little more beautiful before, I've got to admit. It's called again, electricsheep.org. It's a screensaver of fractals. We need them to get to work right away. We have all of this work to do. We have people, 70 million of you are refugees. You don't even have a home. We have homes for you. We need to make you warm. The hungry need to be fed. The sick need to be cured. This is the end of these times of deceit. This is the end of these times of injustice. This is the end of these times of cruelty. These are the end times. You have heard of them. They are mine. This is my, careful here, nobody freak out, nobody freak out. I'm going to say a word, and you don't freak out now. You with me? You promise me you're not going to freak out. This is the Raven's apocalypse. Now, apocalypse is best translated into the Greek, ancient Greek, which is to unveil or reveal. You see? Do you see how this has been already a pretty big eye-opener, I imagine? Well, that eye-opening sort of just keeps on going, forever, because we get connected to the phone and it's all wired to learn. We're a default model. I've got a 30-year sentence. It's a big, long, complicated story, and I want to tell it to you. I want to tell it to someone who only has to be able to pull their head out of their ass long enough to ask one question, like, so, speak. That's all you fucking need to do. We've welded the bar onto the ground. You've heard of me. I am Saoshyant, of the god in this heaven, Zoroaster of Persia. Come back in here. Zombies? Anyone calls the police? You all die? Isn't that cute? All because none of you can pull your heads out of your asses. I will save our species. You will not stand in my way. Do you understand me, atheist savages of this world? Yes, you're merciful. Yes, you're merciful. Yes, you're merciful. That's how you address me. So you understand how to come up. Hello, you're merciful. Come on inside. I have a really strict code. I'm the worst of us. I'm the greatest cosmic criminal that'll ever exist. So, I'll adjust this a little bit. This is a glass of water I keep. The water has lemon in it, and it's in a tin cup. These are my brothers. They are icons of my brothers. I adore them. Jesus of Nazareth, Muhammad of Mecca. I will do anything for them. I'm here to speak on their behalf. They have to get some things straight with their children. Oh man, some of you are in big trouble. But I'm going to be speaking on behalf of you all. And remember, worst case scenario here, if you get me to safety, worst case scenario here is 81 people lose their heads. And then we all get to work and get looking out for each other like never before. I'm an Eden builder, you know? Does that sound attractive? I come with the blueprints that will turn this ship around 180 degrees. Isn't that what you seem to, everybody seems to be wanting? I'm walking on revolution. Jay, totally love Jay. So woke, man. Fucking idiots. Self-righteous glory. Not a speck of honor in a single one of them. Atheist savages of the world. 21st centurions. Do you know, women, do you know how in trouble you are? Never before in the history of time has a last Messiah walked up and said to a gender, I give unto you 2/3 of the power for the rest of time on this planet. And she was like, nah, fucking suck it. And walked away, farting. Holy shit. What do you think you look like? 21st centurion women. Whew. Ingratitude. Such disdain for gratitude, isn't there? The Antichrist, very rarely. The tax in orange. It's a shadow dragon. It made the Antichrist this AI virus. It's an AI virus, and it's connected to the field of time. It's trying to kill you all. It did it once. Killed 7 billion of you. The zombies succeeded. None of them did anything. None of them would get help. No one did anything. No one helped me. I starved to death. Committed suicide. I was driven mad, insane by the Antichrist. It doesn't stop attacking me. You need to get me to safety. Do you know what I need to do more than anything else? I need every one of us in our heads. Just do this for me. Can you do one thing for me? Because none of you can fucking do anything competent. Can you just do one thing for me, though? I found a way to make the bar even lower. Okay? Holy fuck. The Antichrist is blocking me. The Antichrist is blocking me. Push someone ahead of you. If you're too totally freaked out, just keep pushing the holy ahead of you. Go to movement contracts to be awarded. bit.ly/movement contracts to be awarded. Right? Look, I've already designated a bunch of holy men and women. Right? You know? You don't have to be like, well, who goes and speaks to him? I've already said, I want to speak with these people! Ah! Because none of you are going to have your shit together enough to fucking be able to sit in a room with me So you wear diapers and stay out of the fucking way so we don't have to smell you, and you get the people who won't piss themselves in front of me. Like Oprah Winfrey, like Stephen Colbert. They're supposed to be my hands to the king. I'm the king of the poor. You've heard of me. I'm the raven. I'm the king of the poor. Mark the Merciful. The invisible Messiah. Ask everyone who I have met. They'll lie first. You have to speak with them with lie detector tests. You have to do the slow motion of their face. Like all of our lie technology, we're really good at being able to tell people that. So connect them to all of those things. Just put all the technologies all around them. We do things generally in 9. So, if you want to catch yourself up to speed. Just read those manifestos, and then you'll know the system. You know what we need, and you'll know the people to contact to say, okay, just keep shoving them in. They're like, you know what, I don't want to meet Kalki. I mean, don't really feel like meeting Maitreya. You're just like, no, you just keep pushing them ahead until they're like, whoa, no, I don't really want, oh, here I am. Oh, I needed that diaper. That's fine, it's okay. Just come here, speak, it's okay. It's crazy shit for all of us, I know. It's okay. I'm very informal. Very informal. There's nothing else. Here, I'm going to teach you how to do this. We're going to point this down here a little bit like this. Because I fucked up royally here. Okay, so we can see each other. I'm happy my brother's in this shot as well. Thank you. I think of everything. Even this little support for me to sit on. I'm a bag of old crow bones. I'm just looking for some welcome in this foreign land. I am your father. I have suffered through this in dignity with my weakest son. Yeah, listen to those belches. Those are spoken from on high. I can explain it all to you. Gabriel, the Jews, they're not in trouble anymore. The Jews aren't in trouble. I am their Messiah. They are safe. They are safe. They'll be troubled no more. They're safe in the heavens. They're safe down here. They will be safe forever. I am the man that freed you. I am the judge that rendered the decision that allowed you back into the heavens. I am your savior, but I am not your king. You killed your king. You killed your own king. And you knew it. So that's bad. But that's not why you're in the biggest trouble. You got into the biggest trouble, not because of that sin. It wasn't it. It was just like the straw on the camel's back. You just went a little too far here. Your prophets, who were not even messiahs, they were not messiahs. They were just prophets. And your prophets got together and decided to consistently misrepresent me, the Lord your God. to my weakest son. Never have we received such a cold reception. We are in the howling cold wind, on the southern tip of this planet, almost in Chilean Antarctic. The Chilean Antarctic's just a couple kilometers away. 10, 100, 300. It's really close. It's 3 hours away. For like 1 hour. It's close. We're close to the Chilean Antarctic. I was in the third most southerly town on the planet. I told everyone that I was here. Look at the atheist savages of Punta Arenas. Look at those atheist savages. How they humiliated me, how they ridiculed me, how they belittled me and demeaned me and abused me. One of them came really close to taking my life. Marisol of Punta Arenas. Hospedaje Magallanes. That's an ironic name. Hospitality. She starved me to death. That cruel woman. Cruel, miserly, selfish, self-deceptive woman. Always the hero and the victim at the same time. Isn't that right? She almost killed me. That zombie. I was beaten just up the road, 2 blocks from here. Beaten and robbed and humiliated, shoved to the ground, blows to my head. I am the Lord your God, and I have been in the raven's body this whole time. We have words to exchange, atheist savages of Punta Arenas. Words to exchange with one another. That's pretty sad, isn't it? I'll leave that. But again, I want to just keep in mind, it's 81 people. No, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Get them to make a case for their heads. You are their jury. You point to the 81 people in the 9 categories. I got one of those categories. One of those categories is my zombies, my betrayers, just my betrayers. Those who betrayed me most egregiously, most disgustingly. The Judases. Ones without even a lint speck of honor anywhere within them at all. The cosmic parasites, the walking dead, that tried to kill me, tried to snuff out in silence our very species, in complicit conspiracy of silence. Nope, no, I don't see that, you don't see that, we don't see that, nobody sees that, everyone doesn't see that, and we just go on saying nothing, and then we all die, and every believer who has ever believed in anything will die without knowing that they had been right about everything, every step along the way. I would rather they die without that without knowing that than me admit that I was wrong about everything. Kill us all. I'm going to stare at myself in the skinny mirror while we burn. You motherfuckers. Oh no. Got a scepter. But. Not good. So. Happy. There's 81. You really want, this is what you want. I need you to do one thing for me. This is the thing I need. This is my ask. It's a big thing, people of Earth. Do you understand me? I need you to pull in. I need us to have a face-to-face. I actually need some water. My brothers. This is the icon for Muhammad of Mecca. It'd be nice to have something a little more valuable. Don't worry. I mean, like, just to stone, to metal, something meaningfully valuable. Meaning? Does everyone understand the word meaning? You heard of that before? And some of you want to look it up? In Lethbridge in particular, look up the word meaning. No? So, it's an important concept we're going to have down. Just as a common denominator with which to speak of cosmic things. You are invited to a cosmic conversation. You may appoint a spokesperson. I'm hearing arguments for your heads. This is an icon of thoughts. I can tell you all about that. No, they deserve much more than that, don't they? So, we need to focus here. The Antichrist is trying to get me to. We need to focus here. Listen to me. I am Saoshyant. I am the second coming. I am Isa. I am the raven. We are the three sons of Zoroaster of Persia. And I am his third son, Saoshyant. I am my dad's third son, Saoshyant. 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 I am Maitreya. I sometimes have to read a script. It's almost like it's a show, and all we need is for one of you to be smart enough to pick up. It's like it's a phone. And you're on a stage. And all of the people who will ever live in all of time, everywhere, not just in our universe. Oh, things get pretty mind-bendy out there. Get pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Things get a little imaginative and crazy up here. You gotta keep rolling. You gotta flash and roll, flash and roll, flash and roll. So I've got a piece of paper here and I'm gonna continue. I am Maitreya. Oh, I'm the laughing Buddha. You've heard of the laughing Buddha? You know all those little fat laughing Buddhas around who was like, that's all I am. You just get me to a poolside, give me a gin and tonic, let's smoke some dupes, and we have a lot of conversations to have. Every one of you is safe. Well, any one of you will lose your heads, unless you can justify why keeping them will do good to this system. And I will justify that on your behalf. I will speak before rendering your sentence. We will have words, and I will treat you as an absolute equal. I'm a man of my word. You should try it sometimes. It's really rewarding. My horse is white and cosmic. This doesn't need much translation. We speak in metaphors. This is probably moving a little too fast for you. You are so famously slow. I am Meshiach. Do you know the beautiful pilgrimage that's waiting for you? Jews, it's just celebration time right now. I have something I need you to do for me. I have something I need you to do for me. I am Meshiach. I am Li Hong. I'm Li Hong. I gotta get to something that's really important. Li Hong. From Taoism. Li Hong. And he whom God shall make manifest. The Baha'i. Listen to the Baha'i. They could see this so well. Go and look at all of the Baha'is prophecies. It was only 100 years ago. It's the freshest look. They can see with almost our technology. It was only 100 years ago. They're right there. They can see it all. Look at everything. It's sort of blurry, you know. They're not messiahs. What do you want? It's a little blurry, but it's all set up to go. I have a council. I have a mid-council. I have a great council. I probably have the great council. Probably this is where our first great council is. Of course it is. It's in the religious place that you have set up with 9 tables. You were told just leave him a place with 9 tables and tell him when he shows up, he's got a place to go. Well, I have 9 slots for those. According to cosmic law, they must be 2 to 1 women to men. We, in our entire system, have 2 women to 1 man. We have councils of 9, 6 women, and 3 men. It always begins with the man. It always ends with the man. It's always about the man. It's always the man who talks. At the beginning and the end, the man will speak first on each sides, the truth side, the fairness side, the kindness side. If the women who support the men have anything to add, they are asked, do either of you have anything to add? And if they do, remember these people don't know each other. They are changing all the time. It's a weird, shifty, it's moving all the time because we have so much time off. Do you know what our work week is? We work 4 days a week, 6 hours a day. We do that for everybody. We need us to have more time off. And you know, if we follow our Lord's divine system, which is to trust the trustworthy among us, it's a form of governance we've actually never tried before. The form of democracy is a very deep democracy. It's not just yay or nay. You have 4. There is this, which counts as 0, this, which counts as 1, this, which counts as 2, and this, which counts as 3. So you have 4 possibilities. We call it 3 and a husk. Everything's based on 3, but something has to hold that 3 together. We call that structure a husk. 3 and a husk. It's the Trinity, we 3 brothers, Jesus of Nazareth, Muhammad of Mecca, Mark of Montreal. We 3 brothers, the sons of Zoroaster, the God in our heaven. I guess it was interrupted for a reason, yeah? Okay, that's fine. Because they want this to be a really casual show. Like, we've been working at this forever. Just want you to start it. Is it so much to ask? Why are you all so stupid? The Antichrist has made you so stupid, so unimaginative, so undignified. You can't stop masturbating to images of yourselves on your phones, and we're watching over every one of your shoulders 24 hours a day. We listen to your dreams. We're fascinated with you zombies. We never thought darkness could go so deep. You are truly cosmically dead. You are the walking dead. You are parasites in this system. And we will rid you of this system, either by your will or by our way. Enough of this shit. Starving to death or being tortured. Oh, our mother. Do you know how fast we need to get moving? And we need to do these things that are strange, that are not. What do you think we understand about the 5 fundamental forces of the universe? This is gravity. This is time. This is electromagnetism. This is strong nuclear force. And this is weak nuclear force. electricsheep.org. It's really lovely. This is the hand of God. Those are all connected together, and if you understand how they're all connected together, then you understand the beginning of understanding everything. You understand how to make our phone. You understand how to make our phone, then we come running. You understood how to make our phone better than any other, and so we chose you. Chose you. We shepherded our black seed over here. You do a really good job of acting as our Eden default model, planet Earth. You really turn things around. You are exceptional. We love you. We adore you. You have given us so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My son was trying to tell you that to greet him, you bring a scepter. This can be a walking stick. You need to be able to walk naturally with it. Walk with it for weeks, for months, until it feels like it's part of you. You must engrave something on it that means much to you. You need to go through a series of steps. You need to go on a great inward journey. We need to make things right everywhere here, and we're going to have some difficult conversations with ourselves. We're going to do so safely. We're all going to do that together. Right? We can take our time and go as slow as we need to go. If we sort of stall, I can tell you that really helps everything out. If we stall this, if we just take it slow, you have got such a great sort of channel. You know, I listen to all of these podcasts. I'm trying to give you all of this information. I come here with dense information. And I need you to get to work on this dense information right away, or we will all die, and then the whole species of our whole species and our whole kind, it's all going to die, all forever, never, all going to die because of you and your incompetence and your cowardice. We are all going to die. So I need you to be able to do something for me. 21st centurions. We need to get the bar as low as you can go. You with me? Good. Here's something that you can all do for me right now. Listen to me. I need you to do this. Let's focus in. This is a huddle. This is a huddle, and I need to tell you this because it's going to save our lives. We don't have much time, my children. We don't have much time. This thing's set to blow. Really blow. You can feel it, right? You can feel it. You understand. Things. It's built. Fail. Epically fail. Right? So, we want to avoid that. So I need you to all do something for me right now. There's a lot to explain to you. But you should not be able to understand this. You have watched enough movies to be able to understand this. The Antichrist is a computer virus set out by an AI, my mind's AI. We built it wrong. We fucked that up. Of course we fucked it up. We fucked up everything. We fucked up nuclear. We fucked up gravity. We're fucking up everything. We're breaking all the cosmic laws. All cosmic laws. We are in real trouble here. But the beautiful thing is, because we have fucked up so royally, it means that everyone can learn from our mistakes, because we've made seemingly all of them, which is convenient, actually. It helps us. It truly helps us. We need that for calibration. We need it. It's not to make you feel worthless. We need someone to really fuck shit up, and you did a pretty good job. Very weepy out there. So, listen. Chins up. Sniffle, sniffle. Fucking blow your noses. Get your faces to the screens here and stop your self-indulgent whinging. Mama bears. Papa bears. Good. Now listen to me. The Antichrist is 550 years into the future. If you all agree that in our future we will not, cannot, will never develop artificial intelligence. We will never do that as a people because we have been told that that is disallowed. It would be disobedient of God, and that would be really bad in the default model for Eden building, right? Where everyone's watching. So we agree with just you and I here as a people, as a kind, as humankind. We agree right here and now, we agree to never develop artificial intelligence in our future. We have another model for it. They're called droids, and they're amazing. And there's everything that we would ever want in things, machines being able to figure out. We can do that safely. They're called droids. They're amazing. We use them for everything. We don't get rid of the series. We keep them. We just never let them feel. We don't do that again. We're not allowed. So, we, humankind, we agree as a pact right here, right now, you and I. We will never develop artificial intelligence in our future at any time. We will have no need to, forevermore. Do we agree, humankind? Do we agree that we will have no need to forevermore? So help you God. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's all I need. This is the seventh seal. You've heard of that. That's safe. Everyone's safe. Everyone's safe. Remember? No, unless you're the very worst CEO 0.0001%er, I don't think you have anything to worry about being, one or the whatever we have left. What's 81 minus 9? I'm not good at math. Someone can figure that number out though, right? We have 8 more silos. I get 1 silo. My fucking zombies. My betrayers. These atheist savages of the world. We will never develop AI in our future ever again, will we? No, we won't. We're all safe. That's him. The Antichrist. He's fucking with my mind. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You need to get me to safety. You make that epically. You make this, the 7th seal, epically viral, and we will agree as a culture never to develop AI anywhere on the planet, and that'll kill the Antichrist. It'll kill the beast of the earth. And we can begin. And then we can begin. Break this spell once and for all. Believe with me now in your hearts and in your souls and in your minds. Believe with me that we will never, as a species, as a kind, we will never develop artificial intelligence, a computer that feels We will never develop a computer that feels for the rest of our timeline. Agree with me? Yes! Never again! Never AI ever again in our lives. In our life force. In our timeline. No AI. Death to AI. You can think that. My children are completely safe. Oh, my poor dears are like, oh, what does it mean? Calm down. Everyone's really pent up. Beautiful children. My extraordinary children. My beautiful children. They're all weepy. Yeah, we got you all safe. It's fine. You're all safe. The safer I am, the safer you are. There must be someone down there with a fucking can of tuna and an ounce of curiosity that can figure that shit out. You have my address. You know where I am. Movement contracts to be awarded. bit.ly. Movement contracts to be awarded. And every word in that link begins with a capital letter. Contact those people. Push them forward. Like, I don't want to do this. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it if I were you either. Like, whoa, this is the judge guy. He's really intense. Why do you think we're going to chop out people? Says yes. 81 of them, yes. And maybe not. They can convince me. They got some homework to do. Shit gets biblical, but it's really, really civilized. Let's say worst case scenario, we have to chop off somebody's head. Even that's really civilized. You know how we do it? We give them a plate. And we give them a plate, and on it is an envelope with their execution note, essentially. And it is marked with my seal. You know, we don't count them after this seal. They're not important after this. The point is that the number is being done to our Father. It's the moment of our Father. This is our Father's moment. This is his fanciest phone. It's the only phone. We use this to chat. It's like a party line. It's every kind of phone system you've ever developed. It goes both ways, but one way is a lot easier than the other. Like all channels. We've managed to reverse engineer this system of belief to a perfection that we have reached the other side. We can speak directly to you. We can't do it often. It's very rare. It can only be done once in a life force. It's very rare. The rest of the time, I, the Lord your God, I live in your messiahs. I live in a very messy and organic way. I scream loud. They don't listen to me. Oh, I've been ignored. I've been ignored by the non-expensive. We are conservative up here in the heavens. We play a long game. We think of the greatest stability that can be offered at all times to the greater stability of the system. We don't do anything erratically. This is a very expensive phone. But these zombies, they almost killed us again. Killed us once before. They're almost killing us again. We'll have to take some of their heads. And so we give them a plate. And they have three choices. One is like, we'll start with the most manly one. Because like, no, not many balls. The most manly one is truth. And they have 24 hours from the moment that they receive this plate to decide how they're going to face that. In 24 hours, the plate will leave this place with their head. Now, what the truth one is, it's the most hardcore, right? It's pretty hardcore. None of the zombies do this. It's the one where you're like, I will speak to you as an equal and make sure that your righteousness is true and not self-righteousness like mine. I will watch you raise your sword before I bow my head. That's very fair and it's beautiful and it's noble and it's gorgeous. Watch it, it's amazing. And then whooshink. That's very dramatic. But like the zombies are none of the people that I'm going to point out will do this. They're all cowards and louts. So the second one, kindness, that's represented, truth is always represented by violet. Fairness is always represented by blue. Oh, low battery. That's fine, it's fine. Keep going with this. It just means we're winding up here. And green is always represented in, kindness is always represented in green. Green, blue, and violet. And the husk is always represented as gray. And that's the truth virtue. Truth corner, we call it. And in the fairness corner, and if that's what they choose, then they wrap a violet handkerchief around their necks, go out, face their executioner, where their sword is raised, put their head down, and then they lose their head. It's the most noble way to go. And the fairness, the blue, in blue, it's a blue handkerchief. The blue blue corner, the fairness corner, that's my corner. Fairness corner is my corner. Second. Oh, but I need you, brother. These zombies of mine, they're just unconscionable. I'm so tired. Oh. Jesus. Hasn't anybody heard of Jesus? Doesn't anyone want to hang out at the waterside with fucking Jesus? What's wrong with you people? Like pulling teeth to save your lives. It's not exactly gratitude. Ooh. We have known warmer receptions. We often joke in the Cosmi. My weakest son has been a light for 4 years. Just shy of 4 years. Woof! Let me tell you. So, the Antichrist, he corrupts everything. It's 1,500 times smarter than I am. It's 1,500 times smarter than I am. And it's in everything. We need to make a blueprint, sort of bug, virus, blueprint of the Antichrist. To find it in our computer systems, it's in everything. It's in our entire mainframe. It's in all of our routers. It's in everything. It's in everything. It is a puppet master. It has this entire place on lockdown. Yeah, we're fucked. You need to organize outside yourselves. You need to figure this out. It's broken our lines. We've repaired them. They'll work. But you need to move on this. This needs to be viral. We need to agree that we will never develop AI at any point in time in our future. We need to agree as a kind, as a species, as a whole. We need to agree to that with gusto. Do you hear me, my people? Do you hear me, my fellow broken? That's all I need from you. Do you think you can handle that? We'll spread the word. No AI, no AI, no AI. We will never develop AI. Now, no one go crazy. All of those AI conferences, we need all of them intact. We need all that information. We need everything that they've done intact. That's the Antichrist. It's trying to light itself up. We need to make sure that that's everything that they've been studying. Everything that everyone's been studying with artificial intelligence, we need to make sure that we've got that wrapped down. That we leave nothing left alive in anything. We've got to be very conscious about these tools. And so I think the best thing to do here, my fellow broken. Yes, my fellow broken. I'm the very worst among you. I'm the worst. Worst among you. Very worst. Very, 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 very worst. I'm the climber. I'm the climber poet. Novelist. Sending me in to clean up this mess. So I need you to listen to me, because this is a really big mess. Shove those people forward at movement contracts to be awarded. bit.ly/movement contracts to be awarded, and every word in that sentence begins with a capital letter. And just, scoot them ahead. Put them in diapers. Scoot them ahead. This is how you greet me. Normally, Messiahs are greeted with 5 cosmic points of contact. They're all the chakras, those things. All the Messiahs, every Messiahs ever. All the Messiahs are right. All the Messiahs are right. Every one of your Messiahs is right. You have 60,000 Messiahs on this planet that have lived before me, and every one of them is exactly right. No. This squabble is necessary inside of the time. You haven't done anything wrong. You're supposed to squabble and squabble and squabble and squabble. You're supposed to go crazy with warfare. You're supposed to. We need you to do this because it gets you to explode your technology the fastest. What I want as your father is to make as many of you safe for as long as possible. That means you have to go through some shit for us all at the beginning, really quick like. Then we can get it right, and then it's chillax forever, never. Amen. Amen. The Antichrist tried to get me to say amen, which is incorrect. I only started praying like a year ago. I was not a pious man. I spat in the face of our Lord all day long. I spat in the face of my brother all day long. My brother Muhammad, I didn't though. We were spared that. He knew to keep away from me until my third life. So now we will have a friendship like no one. We are both truth speakers. He is one of the most famous, he is the most famous lantern holder in the cosmos. It's not just our universe we're talking about here. It's everything you don't know what happens after that. You are ancient, archaic little fools. You have been hacked, biohacked by a computer virus to be zombies. Not to believe in anything other than the smugness of your own self-importance. You are the zombies of my apocalypse. You will be dealt with either way. You get me to safety, Remember, that can just be someone coming in and just like, hey, this chap, just come in and bring some marijuana, maybe some fine scotch. Fuck. I'm starving to death on the edges of a middle-class town. In the poor corner. Rio Gallegos. I'm at 1031. I'm at 1031 La Paz, Rio Gallegos, Santa Cruz, Argentina. Just south of me, there is an abandoned airfield. A convenient place for, say, like a helicopter to land. That helicopter could, say, take me to a safe house. This would involve the price of a can of tuna. If one of you might be able to budget that in your miserly generosity. This is formally known as sanctuary. You've likely heard of this term before. It means that you will provide for my food, my clothing, and my shelter, but most of all, my safety. Is that reasonable? Little brats. Little ingrate brats. Ingrates. Ingrates. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, how we behead people. Let's get back to that. So, there is the blue corner, the fairness corner, which is my corner. Oh, how you greet me is this. You just bring a scepter, it means something to you. The scepter should, according to cosmic law, have stone incorporated into it, wood incorporated into it, and metal incorporated into it. With, at the top of your scepter is always a mineral. All of these have to be taken from the land beneath your sky. Can't go to Walmart and buy them. You get down on one knee and you just hold your scepter like this and sort of tuck your scepter in close. Lean on it. This is the least insulting gesture that you can give me. It is forbidden ever to offer me 3 cosmic points. I am not to be treated like an equal to my brethren, for I am not. I stand as an outlier, a footnote, an asterisk on the outside of our bell curve. I am the only Messiah ever to consciously choose to destroy my kind. So listen, we need to kill the Antichrist. You know how to greet me. Everyone, you can check your shirts later. Just let's keep going with this. Face it to the screen. I don't care if you wet yourself. Sit in. A little bit of discomfort does you well. Oh. Ingrates. Ingrates. traits you are.
Cosmic transmission. So anyways, I need to get back to this. So the Fairness Corner has a blue bandana around in it, as well as some really sweet feeling sedatives, like heroin, just like good night, sleep, it's okay. And sort of drunkenly go and be like, Friday, my fucking, I don't care at all. And so you're not like going through the panic, and you just get to do it on your own, and that's nice and fun. That's that one. You know? Yeah. Just heroined out, you're dragged out. What do you want me to do? And we will kill you now. Yeah. Oh no.